This is not what you want to see in the middle of a barren wasteland when it's over 100 degrees outside. We're barely 250 miles into our trip, and already we have problems? We try to be prepared, but you can't be ready for everything. But maybe we'll get lucky. Welcome, adventurers, to our 2024 Epic Alaska Road Trip. From sunny San Diego, we'll make a heartfelt stop in Ventura to see Dad, then continue north through the California Central Valley, discover a charming campground in Oregon, indulge in a feast at a renowned seafood buffet, before finally boondocking at a casino near the Canadian border. Let's dive in. Once again, we find ourselves navigating the familiar hustle and bustle of LA traffic, heading north to a campground we know well. It's a bittersweet journey this time, as we're visiting my dad in the hospital in Ventura. Finally, we arrive, settling into the familiar surroundings of Foster Park Residence Campground. This place holds many memories for us, having stayed here countless times while visiting Dad. Unfortunately, his health has not been good, and we are here to visit him in the hospital. It's become a tradition of ours to cook a nice steak dinner for Dad and his wife when visiting, and he has asked that we continue this tradition. Sadly, Dad isn't strong enough to eat on his own right now, so we carefully cut his food, making sure each bite is easy for him to enjoy. We help get him comfortable for the night, then bid him farewell. We will see him more tomorrow. We've noticed an issue with the RV, and today we're going to try to fix it. The bedroom barnyard door is hanging crooked, and we've tracked it down to a broken screw. With the rough roads ahead of us, we want to get this taken care of now. A number 12 screw seems to do the trick. As we gaze around the familiar campground, a sense of uncertainty lingers. Will this be our last visit here? Dad's always been passionate about the outdoors, and he implores us to continue our journey to Alaska. His love for nature has deeply influenced me. We'll be traveling through some very remote parts of Canada, and we want to make sure we have some Canadian cash on hand in case of emergencies. This check cashing place doubles as a currency exchange. The time has come for us to move north. We have a very long drive ahead of us over the next few days. Our next destination is north of Bakersfield, at a Harvest Host location. It's going to be a hot drive, and we'll be tackling the infamous grapevine along the way. As expected, it's north of 100 degrees out there, but at least traffic is relatively light. After the grapevine, the San Joaquin Valley is pretty barren. Oh, come on, not now. A check engine light? Seriously? Well, at least it's cooling down a bit, only 103 now. This is what we signed up for, right? The vastness, the isolation. It's a bit daunting, but also incredibly exciting. Let's go get the ODBC scanner. A misfire, huh? Well, this feels a bit too familiar. This happened on our way to Oceano Dunes. Okay, it's not ideal, but it's manageable. If we keep the speed down and avoid using the AC, we should be able to make it the remaining 100 miles to the Harvest Host. Crawling along the I-5 at 45 miles an hour in 100-degree heat with no AC? Yeah, this isn't exactly how we envisioned the start of our big adventure. As if the heat and crawling speed weren't enough, we get stuck behind a traffic accident. Fortunately, it looks like everyone's okay. Lathrop is a suburb of Stockton, and we should be able to find whatever parts we need around here. Tonight's harvest host is Della, an animal rescue. We're looking forward to learning more about their work and maybe even meeting some furry friends. We love that Harvest Hosts offers such a diverse range of experiences, and this is a good cause as well. While Della might not win awards for luxury accommodations, it's the perfect spot for us tonight. We're happy to support their animal rescue efforts and appreciate having a safe place to park for the night. We'll end this warm night with a crisp, cool salad. Alright, now that we have some daylight, let's get to work. Scanner says it's cylinder 2 misfiring. Luckily, I learned my lesson last time and bought a spare plug wire. Hopefully that's all we're going to need to get back on the road. The plug wires are interchangeable on this truck. That makes things a whole lot easier. Unfortunately, number 2 cylinder is easy to access. Let's fire her up, clear the code, and check to see if it's still an issue. So far so good. I think we dodged a bullet. Now before we hit the road, we want to check out these cool old horse-drawn carriages they have here. I bet they never had misfires. Well, time to hit the road again. Thanks, Della. Oregon, here we come. It's a long drive, but we're ready to tackle it. We've explored Oregon before, but this time we're bringing the RV along for the adventure. But first, let's see if we can't replace that spare spark plug wire. We spotted a Ford dealership right off the I-5. Fingers crossed they have the spark plug wire we need. Alas, no go. We'll have to try elsewhere. The stunning views of Lake Shasta are a welcome sight, but the intense heat takes us by surprise. 108 degrees in this alpine setting? Definitely not what we expected. We were hoping to make it to Oregon before filling up, but looks like we'll need one more expensive fuel stop in California first. Back on the road, our destination is not far north of the border. We'll be staying in Sunny Valley, a small community just north of Grants Pass. The Sunny Valley Campground has full hookups and is surprisingly affordable. They have a very nice store, and Brandon at the front desk made check-in a breeze. James even hopped on his ATV to guide us to our spot. First impressions? So far so good. The sites here are well spaced out and we got a pull through. They have a laundry facility which is of interest to us. We're not sure when our next opportunity will be, so we jumped on this one. Let's take a walk around and see what else they have here, starting with this nice pool. This place is worth coming back to for a longer stay. We do have one word of warning, however. You have to be careful of where you walk. Danger lurks around these parts. And if you want to go old school, I mean really old school, you can sleep in a covered wagon. We're surprised to find a movie playing in the common area. Let's see what it is. Hey, the original Star Wars. Haven't seen this in ages. They have a leash-free area for our furry friends, and even cabins for rent too. Speaking of furry friends, I make a new one, compliments of our neighbors Greg and Francie. Sun Valley Campground was the perfect pit stop on our journey. Even though it was just an overnight stay, we were impressed by the amenities and the friendly atmosphere. If you're ever in the area, definitely check it out. Now it's time to buckle up and get ready for the big one. The longest drive of our entire trip. We're talking over 500 miles of open road ahead. We'll add some rest along the way, but it's going to be a long drive any way you look at it. We generally try to keep our driving days to 300 miles or less, but given work schedule and overall timing, we really need to make it to the border tonight, so we're pressing on. And not only is it a long drive, but we've got some major cities to navigate. Hopefully traffic's not going to be too bad. First up, Portland. This doesn't seem too bad. Somehow it feels like we're skipping an entire state. On long drive days, dang helps with the driving, and this was definitely one of those days. We're going to make a special stop in Renton, just outside of Seattle, for dinner tonight. Feast Buffet is calling our name with its reputation for high-quality Asian seafood buffet. Time to indulge. I can't believe how lucky we got with that parking spot. Okay, we officially need a map for this buffet. It's like a culinary wonderland. We're going to need to pace ourselves. From classic favorites to exotic dishes, there's something here to tempt every taste bud. The line for the lobster and crab might be long, but we're not giving up. We'll get our seafood fix eventually. It's not just about lobster and crab here. Feast Buffet has Mongolian grill, fresh sushi, even barbecue pork, chicken, and prime rib. The options are endless. What could be better than walking back with a fully loaded plate of seafood? Walking back with another one full of lobster and crab. We're pretty sure our eyes are bigger than our stomachs right now, but hey, we're just about to head into the wilds of British Columbia. This place is our last chance for a proper feast for a while, so we're making the most of it. You know what? We're going all in. A few more plates of sushi and oysters couldn't hurt. We're not leaving any culinary regrets behind. Dessert spread looks incredible, but sadly, we're stuffed to the gills. Maybe next time. What a fantastic meal. And as an added bonus, no parking ticket on the rig. Alright team, final stretch. We've got 110 miles to go until we reach Ferndale. A bit of food coma is setting in, but hey, we got this. Perhaps the all-you-can-eat buffet was not the smartest idea to finish this drive off with. After a long day on the road, we're grateful to have the Silver Reef Casino as our home for the night. Boondocking might not be glamorous, but it's all part of the adventure. And we're not alone in our choice to stay here. What a journey it's been. We've traveled the entire length of the U.S. Pacific coast, and now we're on the cusp of something new. Tomorrow, we'll cross the border and discover the wonders of British Columbia. Stewart-Cassiark Highway, here we come. The best is yet to come. We're heading north to Alaska, and we want you to be a part of the journey. Hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to witness the magic of the last frontier unfold. Oh, did we forget something? We have to cross off Oregon and Washington from our map and put a pin in them. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in Canada.